Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome with our new lesson for Mega Goal 4. Today, inshallah, we are going to take a new lesson on your student book, page number 31, Unit 2, the sporting life, form, meaning, and function. Okay, my dear students, this is the lesson of today. As I told you, it's on page 31. It's related to form, meaning, and function. Okay. Now, my dear students, I wanted to tell you that we are going to take a new lesson. I wanted to tell you that we are going to explain a new role related to the adverbs of manner and how to compare between two things, or how to say that two things or persons or animals are the same. Before starting the new lesson, I want to show you some sentences. I want you to differentiate between them. I want you to look them at them carefully and differentiate between them. Okay. Okay. If we look carefully here, the driver is careful, and the driver drives carefully. I want a student to compare between these two sentences. Okay. Okay. Who can give me the answer? I want a student to differentiate between these two sentences. When I say the driver is careful and the driver drives carefully. The student can differentiate between them. Please raise your hand to give you the mic to answer or to talk. Okay. يلا يا شباب كده الطالب اللي مستعد ان هو يقرأ الجمل ويقول لنا يعني ايه اللي لاحظه في الجمل يرفع يده كده. Okay, I have to choose a student to take the mic and tell his friends what is the difference between these two sentences. Okay. حسين فهد. حسين. حسين فهد. عبد العزيز عايض. أصيل. ماشي أصيل اتفضل.
ايوه سام.
Asil, I want you to read these two sentences again and differentiate between them, okay?
Okay.
Read them.
The driver is careful. The driver drives carefully.
Okay. What did you notice when you read them? لاحظت ايه طيب لما قرأتهم؟
في البداية يا أستاذ قاعد يقول لنا أنه السائق يعني حذر.
اوكي.
ها؟
اوكي.
بعدين في المرة الثانية يقول سواقة السواق هذا مو حذرة، تقريبا حذر أستاذ.
تمام. يعني
أو منتبهة دائما.
تمام. طيب I wanted to tell you that there is an adjective and there is an adverb. Where is the adjective and where is the adverb? يعني في صفة وفي ظرف. يعني أنا عاوزك تحدد لي فين الصفة وفين الظرف.
يعني أقول لك الأولى ولا الثانية أستاذ؟
Yes.
طيب الصفة يا أستاذ فوق في الأولى.
Excellent. Excellent. ها والادفيرب
والثانية يا أستاذ هي والأدفرب الثانية يا أستاذ.
والادفيرب في الجملة الثانية. ممتاز. Excellent. برافو عليك يا أصيل. Excellent. Do you know why we use an adjective in the first one and why we use the adverb in the second one?
أستاذ لأنه في البداية قال لك أنه هذا السائق حذر وخلاص سكت، ما قال له حذر في السواقة، حذر في المشي، ما قال لك بس كذا.
Excellent, excellent. He in the first one, you wanted to say we wanted to describe the noun. We wanted to
إيه.
describe the subject of the sentence. Okay, but in the second one,
هو قال لك قيادته يا أستاذ، حدد لك الشيء.
ممتاز يا أصيل. برافو عليك. In the second sentence, we wanted to describe how does he drive. احنا في الجملة الثانية بنركز على ان احنا بنوصف يعني كيف يقود، بنوصف الفعل نفسه اللي هو بيقوم به. ممتاز يا أصيل. برافو عليك. Thanks a lot. Thanks أصيل. يعني مشاركة رائعة من زميلكم أصيل. برافو عليك يا أصيل. I'd like to thank you. طيب. I wanted to say again that in the first sentence uh, we use the word it's an adjective because we wanted to describe the noun, the driver. But in the second sentence, we wanted to describe the verb, not the subject of the sentence. We wanted to describe how does he do this action. Okay, so we have to say the driver drives carefully. And if we want to change the adjective into adverb, we have to put ly at the end of the adjective because it's an adjective of manner. Okay. يبقى ايضا ناخد في بالنا كده ان الصفه بنضيف في اخرها ال واي عشان نحولها من صفه لظرف زي ما احنا لاحظنا كده في المثال الاول. اوكي. طيب now my dear students I want to show you a video related to this role and I want you to pay attention to differentiate or know the differences between the adjective and the adverb. Then we can complete the subject, the lesson of today. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, my dear students, after watching the video, I want to discuss some points related to this role with you. Okay. At first, I want to know uh, how we can or how can we form a sentence with an adjective. We can use the helping verb, verb to be, or we can use the main verb. And if we wanted to change the adjective into adverb, what will we do? I want you to answer these questions. اتفضل يا أحمد زكي.
ايوه استاذ.
Ahmed, I want you to tell me what is sentence that
صوتك يقطع يا استاذ.
الصوت من عندك انت يا احمد، المشكله عندك، في هوا عندك انت في الصوت.
لا صوتك يقطع، انا صوت مش مشكله، مش عندي.
انا سامعك كويس يا احمد.
خلاص انا سمعت حضرتك.
يا احمد I want you to say how can we use the adjective in the sentence and how can we use the adverb.
صوتك بيقطع والله.
طيب ثانك يو احمد. حاول تظبط المايك من عندك يا احمد لان هي كده شكل المشكله من عندك انت. نشوف كده نشوف بدر. بدر طارق. مم. طيب أنس محمد.
ايوه يا استاذ.
أنس أنت سامعني كويس يا أنس؟
يعني يا استاذ.
طيب Anas, I want you to tell me what is the difference between the adjective and the adverb. and how can we use the adjective or the adverb in sentences.
السؤال تاني يا أستاذ.
What is the difference between the adjective and the adverb? ها
آه، ما أعرف يا أستاذ.
اوكي ثانك يو انس. طيب اتمنى ان الشباب تكون يعني شاهدت الفيديو وركزت في الفيديو كويس وفي الجزئيه اللي احنا بدانا بيها الحصه. الموضوع سهل جدا وبسيط يا شباب. I told you that we can use the adjective to describe the noun. But if we want to describe the verb, the action that the person do, we use the adverb. And if we wanted to use the adverb from the adjective, we have to add ly at the end of the adjective. الموضوع بسيط جدا يعني. اذا كان احنا هنوصف اسم بنستخدم الصفه، هنوصف الفعل بنستخدم الظرف، وطبعا الظرف الصفه تحول لظرف باضافه ly في نهايه الصفه. As you see here in the example, the driver is careful and the driver drives carefully. And if we go to another example, we can say the football player is slow. Here we want to describe the football player. But here in the second example, we want to describe the verb, the action that the football player does. Okay? And now, my dear students, I want you to look carefully at this example. The boy is fast. I want you to use the adverb from this adjective. The boy is fast. When I want to say the boy runs spaces, what is the right answer? ها. طيب نشوف كده الشباب اللي موجودين. يعني طبعا اتمنى من الجميع ان يكون مركز ويكون حاضر معانا ويكون ذهننا حاضر ومستمرين كده في المتابعه على اساس ان احنا نقدر نشارك ونقدر ان احنا نتفاعل في الحصه. اتفضل يا بدر طارق. ها بدر. طيب ايضا في مشكله في المايك عند بدر. طيب نشوف كده زياد عادل. اتفضل يا زياد.
Yes, yeah.
Ziad, I want you say the answer for this question. The boy is fast. When we want to use the adverb, we can say the boy runs. Runs what?
The boy, the boy is run.
لا احنا دلوقتي انا كاتب لك الجمله اهوت. The boy is fast. Here
Yes.
here the word fast describes the boy, describes the noun. If you watch the video,
Yeah.
we said or there is the adjective comes after verb to be. يعني هنا كده دي صفة وجاية بعد الverb to be لو احنا شاهدنا الفيديو كويس يعني. طيب أنا دلوقتي بقول the boy runs وجايب فراغات. يبقى here I want to use adjective or adverb.
Adverb.
Adverb. تمام. Because what?
The boy.
يعني ليه انا محتاج هنا adverb ما ينفعش صفه؟
لأنه الصفة هي the boy. لا دقيقة.
ها
runs السلمة هي الصفة.
لا لان runs هنا verb واحنا هنا في الجمله دي محتاجين ان احنا نوصف الفيرب الفعل. يبقى احنا محتاجين زي ما انت قلت محتاجين الادفيرب اللي هو الظرف. طيب what is the adverb from the word or the adjective fast؟
زاد ما تيجي كويك.
هي تيجي كويك، يعني هي تيجي ممكن اقول the boy is quick، ممكن ان انا استخدمها في الظرف ايضا، مفيش مشكله خالص. But this adjective fast is irregular، ديت صفه يعني غير منتظمه، فليها شكل معين او ليها طريقه معينه استخدمها بيها. Do you know؟
لا والله صراحة يا أستاذ.
طيب اوكي، I want you to pay attention زياد and I will give the mic to أصيل. أصيل.
يا أستاذ.
أصيل, can you answer this question?
Yes.
ها.
The boy runs faster.
The boy runs faster.
لا مو faster, fastest.
Fastest. طيب.
إيه.
طيب ده رأيك يا أصيل، ماشي اوكي. I'd like to thank you. نسمع رأي تاني كده، اتفضل يا بدر. ها.
Yes, sir.
بدر, can you answer this question?
The boy runs fast.
Why?
لأنه fast الأدفيرب حقه نفس الشيء يكون fast.
Excellent. ممتاز. برافو عليك. برافو. Because fast is irregular adjective, we use the adverb fast when we want to use it as an adverb. لأنها طبعا صفة غير منتظمة، فإحنا لما بنيجي نستخدمها لوصف الفعل، يعني هنستخدمها ظرف أو حال، فبنستخدمها كما هي. يبقى نقول the boy runs fast بدون أي تغيير. ممتاز. برافو عليك. طيب thank you Badr, thanks a lot. Now my dear students, I want to go to another thing. The swimmer is good. The swimmer swims. We can say the swimmer is good and the swimmer swims good. Right or wrong? لو أنا قلتها كده the swimmer swims good. اتفضل يا أنس.
ايوه يا استاذ.
اتفضل أنس، اتفضل. لو أنا قلت the swimmer is good وقلت the swimmer swims good, right or wrong؟
ايه السؤال يا استاذ؟ اسف.
يا انس انت سامعني؟ انا دلوقتي بسالك اهوت، بقول لك the swimmer is good. السؤال، الجمله الاولى the swimmer is good. الجمله الثانيه لو انا قلتها the swimmer
The
swims.
swimmer swim well.
ممتاز. يبقى انا لو انا قلتها the swimmer swims good هتطلع غلط. يبقى الصح ايه؟ ان انا اقول the swimmer swims well. ممتاز. برافو عليك يا انس. excellent. يبقى here in the second example we have to use well because it's the adverb of the adjective good. هي دي طبعا الظرف او الحال من good because it's irregular adjective too. يبقى احنا كده عندنا يا شباب the adjective of manner. If we wanted to describe a person or a thing, when we wanted to describe the noun, we use the adjective. And if we wanted to describe the verb, we use the adverb. And we change the adjective into adverb by adding ly at the end. And there are some irregular adjectives. As I told you, fast, hard, and good, well. Okay, now let's go to another thing. I want you to pay attention, my dear student. Here, if I want to compare between two persons or two things or two animals, we can say Ahmed is spaces than Ali? Fast or faster or fastest or the fastest? What is the right answer? اتفضل يا زياد.
زيد حقول أحمد is faster. B.
Why?
Ahmed is faster than Ali.
Ahmed is faster than Ali. Why? Why we use er at the end of the adjective and then?
زيد لأنه AR يعني في المقارنة.
Excellent. Excellent. يبقى er and then if we want to compare between two persons or two things or two animals, as I told you. Okay. And the adjective here is short or long, Ziad?
إيش هو هسه؟
The adjective fast, short or long. هل دي صفة
Short.
قصيرة ولا طويلة؟ برافو عليك. Excellent. Short. يبقى if the adjective is short and we want to compare between two things or two animals or two persons, we use the adjective then, er and then. Excellent. Excellent. زياد برافو عليك يا زياد. This is another thing. ممتاز يا شباب برافو عليكم. Now let's go to another question. Here we say the cheetah is the space animal in the world. Fast or faster, fastest or the fastest? What is the right answer and why? الإجابة الصحيحة والسبب إيه؟ اتفضل يا أحمد يا زكي. أحمد زكي.
ايه يا استاذ.
اتفضل يا أحمد.
The cheetah is the fastest animal in the world.
Why we use the fastest not faster?
عشان هو كده هو ما بيقارنش بحد، هو بيقول هو اسرع واحد في العالم، ما بيقارنش من انيمال تاني.
Excellent. ممتاز. Excellent. برافو عليك. Thanks for you أحمد. برافو يا أحمد. If we want to compare between one person, one animal, one thing with others, we have to use the and the adjective, the short adjective, then we add at the end est. يبقى احنا كده عرفنا المقارنة بين اثنين اللي هي الجملة اللي فاتت أو السابقة اللي هي بنضع في نهاية الصفة er وبعدها then. أما في حالة مقارنة شيء أو حيوان أو شخص أو أي شيء بنفضله عن الآخرين بيسموها superlative adjective اللي هي صيغة التفضيل superlative. في الحالة ديت يبقى بنستخدم the والshort adjective و est. ممتاز يا شباب. Excellent. Now let's go to another thing. Here I want to ask you what is the right answer for this question. Football is spaces exciting sport. List or more, the most or most. What is the right answer and why? اتفضل يا زياد.
Said football is the most exciting sport.
Excellent. Why?
لأنه said يعني كرة القدم هي أكثر رياضة يعني ممتعة، حاجة زي كذا. The most الأكثر.
ممتاز. Excellent. بس هنا why we use the most not the and est as I told you before. يعني ليه بالتحديد انا خدت the most ما خدتش the و est او كده يعني why؟
لأنه ما بنقول إنه الفوتبول يعني هي أكثر من حاجة، بنقول هي الأكثر، ما بنقول إن هي أكثر من حاجة.
I told you before if you want to compare between one thing or one person or one animal with others we use the and the adjective and est, but here we say the most. Why؟ هو ده سؤالي. طيب هندي الفرصه لمحمد.
لانه شيء واحد.
طب ندي الفرصه لمحمد احمد كده يا زياد ونسمعه كده، وبعدين نرجع تاني نشوف ايه السبب. اتفضل يا محمد.
انه يا مستر اكزايتنج تكون هي اكتر من يعني كلمه طويله فتاخد ذا موست
excellent
زي بيوتيفول وكده.
excellent. يبقى if the adjective is long، اذا كانت الصفه طويله يبقى انا ما ينفعش ان انا استخدم قبلها ذا واجيب بعدها est. البديل ان انا اقول the most exciting. ممتاز يا محمد، برافو عليك. يبقى انا كده عندي يا شباب when I want to compare between or compare between one thing or and others, we use the and the short adjective and est. But if the adjective is long, we use the most or the least before the long adjectives. Okay. Now I want to go to another thing. ممتاز يا شباب، برافو عليكم. Here we can say the wolf is as dangerous as the tiger, and the boy is as clever as his sister. I want you to tell me why here we use as. ليه أنا هنا استخدمت as to say what؟ عشان نقول إيه في الجملة؟ بدر طارق.
يا ساتر.
Badr, I want you to tell us why we use as and dangerous as clever as. Why? To say what?
لأنه لما تجي as dangerous as يعني تعبر عن إنه بمثل خطورة زي كذا.
تمام. You wanted to say that the wolf and the tiger have the same adjective. So we put as and adjective and as. Good. And in the second example, we say the boy and his sister have the same adjective. So we have to say as clever as. ممتاز يا بدر. طيب is there any differences when we want to use the long adjective and the short adjective in sentences with as? يعني في أي اختلاف يحصل في الصفة لما بتيجي أنت تستخدمها سواء صفة طويلة أو قصيرة؟ في أي اختلاف وتغيير في الصفة؟
No.
ممتاز، برافو عليك يا بدر. Thanks a lot. تمام. يبقى now my dear students, I want to say that if we want to say that two things or two persons or two animals are the same in one adjective, we use as and adjective and as. And the adjective here may be okay, my dear students. The last part for today is if we wanted to say that two persons or two things or two animals have the same adjective. If we look carefully at this example, the wolf is as dangerous as the tiger. And if we say the boy is as clever as his sister. If we look carefully at these two examples, we find that we use as and adjective and as. But in the first one, we put the long adjective, and in the second one, we put the short adjective. Uh, if we want to use as, we can use the long or short adjectives between them without any change, as you see in the examples. And we use this rule if we want to say that the two things or two persons or two animals are the same. Okay, now, my dear students, I want you to go to your student book on page 31 to check what we explained. I told you the adverbs of manner. We use the adverbs of manner from the adjective by adding ly, as I told you, and there are some adjective or some adverbs are the same or have the same form. As you see here, fast and fast, hard, hard, good, will. Here we don't add ly to these adjectives to change them from the adjective into the adverb. Okay, and I told you also that we can compare between two things or two persons or two animals by adding to the short adjectives er and the word than. If the adjective is short, but if the adjective is long, we use more and the long adjective, and we can also use the adverb after more or less, then we can put than. Okay. And if we want to use good or and compare between two things or two persons, we say better than. And if we want to use the adjective bad, we to compare between two things or two persons or two animals, we use worse than, because they are irregular adjectives. Okay, I told you we can use this form higher and higher. We can use two adjectives, as you see here. The man climbed higher and higher up the mountain. Here we want to use the adverb comparative, as you see in these two examples, and the earthquake got stronger and the walls shook more violently. Okay, I told you also we use as and the adjective short or long, and as after them if we want to say that they are the same. And if we want to say that they aren't the same, we but not after the helping verb or make the sentence in negative case. As you see in this example, the fold-up bicycle is not as bulky as a regular bicycle. Okay, this is the lesson of today, my dear students. At the end, I want to say that exercise C is a homework. I want you to revise or look carefully at the rules again and answer this exercise at the end of the page 31, and I will check it again in the next lesson, inshallah. Thank you, my dear students, for your attendance, for your participation. Thanks a lot, and goodbye.